Hi guys, welcome back to Sitner TV and welcome to a slightly different video today. Now, I'm always being asked, what is electric like to live with? What's it like on a daily basis and how does it fit into life? And I can't quite answer it because I've not experienced it until now. Sat behind me is the new BMW i5 Touring, and over the next 48 hours I'm going to find out exactly what this is like to live with, both as a car and also as an EV. Now, I've chosen these 2 days because tomorrow I've got a rather big drive down to one of our Cardiff sites, South Wales. And to give you a little bit of context, that's around 150 miles from me, just one way. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this is like, what sort of mileage I'm getting, and I'm going to have to charge at a public charging station. So it's going to be quite interesting to see exactly what that's like. So stay tuned. This is going to be quite an interesting one. Now, super quick, before we get into this, I'm just going to do a really quick run round of the car that I'm going to be using. So as I've mentioned, i5 Touring. This is a 40, so this is the one with pretty much that everybody is going to have. And I, for one, I've driven the i5 Touring already, and I think it's a fantastic car. I love this new design that the 5 Series has now adopted with this sort of different lights, which actually, if you look at this car, it actually harks back, I think, to the old E65 series. Can you see that? The little bit of a sort of flick to the lights. I love it. So we've got the bigger wheels on here. They look fantastic with the red calipers behind. Flush door handles, really, really nice. Swage line running the whole way through. Hofmeister kink. And let's just talk practicality real quick, because of course, because I'm working, I've got to put all of my camera gear in here. So we'll open up the boot, of course, electronically folding tailgate. This is what my camera gear tends to look like. So mount for the windscreen, my full camera bag with kit, tripod, gimbal, laptop bag, and some cleaning products. And look at how easily the i5 Touring boot swallows this up. You've got a nice little sort of parcel shelf here as well, which is a really nice touch. And then it slides back in there. Of course, electronically folding. Drop that down real quickly. Rear space is absolutely enormous. And then the interior, I love this new interior with the sort of flat bottom steering wheel here, the ambient lighting throughout, the new digital display here, these seats. And what I'm going to be able to do over the next 48 hours is tell you exactly what this car is like to live with, how all the technology works, how it all looks. But yeah, there it is. This is the i5 Touring that I'm going to be driving for the next 48 hours. And yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. So I've not really got much driving to do today, so I'm probably going to cut now and join you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Hi guys, welcome back to the i5 Touring. It's now morning and it's time to set off all the way to South Wales. Now, my journey is going to take around 2 hours 44, 112 miles, and I'll just show you what we've got in terms of range. So I've got about 90%, hopefully you can see that, and a claimed range 214 miles. Now, the i5 Touring is claimed to have a range of around 300 miles. However, that range is obviously done on how the car was driven last. I literally picked it up, took it home, and that was it. This obviously has been on many test drives over the past few weeks, and obviously that is a predictive range, so I'm hoping that will absolutely fly up. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. I'm not going to drive this car in fully efficient mode because I think that kind of defeats the point. I want to drive this just as I naturally would, with the ventilation on. If I want heated seats, I'll put them on. I don't think I will. I mean, as you can see, it's a very sunny day, but I am going to put the car in full regen mode, which personally is how I always drive any electric car I get into. So it's going to be absolutely no different. Right, I think it's time to hit the road, and I'll catch up with you while we're a few miles in. Right, we've done around 10 miles. The range has actually gone up, which is really good to see. But I just really wanted to touch quickly on what this car is like to drive. What's it like to just be in? And I have to say, it is just superb to drive. I think it really suits being electric. It is super quiet. The drivetrain is just super smooth, super responsive, and just lovely. It's such a comfortable car to drive. It's so soft and easy. The technology in it is incredible. I love the ambient lighting that's all over the place. It's just wonderful to behold. And it's just super just easy and comfortable and just lovely. It's a real joy to spend time in it. And yeah, I think it really suits the electric powertrain. We've got around 340 horsepower, but I've got to be honest, I've used pretty much none of it because it's not a car that I feel makes you want to drive super quick. It makes you just want to relax and stay calm and put some music on, listen to a podcast and just cruise. And it's so good at that. It's so capable as an everyday, just comfortable cruiser that it doesn't make you want to drive super quick. It doesn't make you want to use 340 horsepower. It just, as I say, it's just a lovely cruiser, and I am really enjoying spending time at the wheel of it. Anyway, we've got still 105 miles to go, and we've got 212 miles range. As I say, it's sort of gone up and hovered around exactly the same as it was when I set off around 10 miles ago. So that's super positive. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys a little bit further down the road. Right, quick update. We've got 55 miles to go, just over an hour of driving left, and my range is 199 miles. So in 70-ish miles of driving, I've lost about 20 miles of range. I've got 71% battery left as well. It's pretty impressive. It's really impressive. I think it's just the driving that we're doing now across sort of A roads and stuff down through the heart of the Midlands and the Shropshire Hills and Wales is just helping. It means that we're getting a load of regen, and it's just making it really good on the range. Anyway, it's a quick update. I'll catch up with you and give you the final stats at the end of this journey when we get to our destination. So here we are down in Cardiff. Journey complete, well, the first leg of the journey, and let's just do a little update. So I'm going to show you the dashboard and what it's showing. So in here you can see we've got a range of 155 miles left and 52% battery. Can you see that? So that's, I think, pretty impressive. The last little bit of the journey was all motorway, which for electric vehicles isn't really the greatest because you don't get the whole benefit of using obviously the regen brakes, because you don't brake really on the motorway. But I think that's pretty impressive. So if you scale that back up, we were on around 90% when we left. You're looking just over 300 miles on a full charge, which is, I think, highly impressive. Anyway, now I'm going to go and do a few bit of work, and then I'll jump back in the car. And I think I'm probably going to have a stop off somewhere on the way back and charge and see how the public charging network fares. So I'll catch up with you a little bit later on today once I've got back in the car, set the nav, and I'm going to go and have a look for a charging station. Okay, welcome back then to the driver's seat of the i5 Touring. We are now finished for the day. We're going to head back home. We've got about 130-ish miles. It's taking me a slightly different route because of traffic. Now I've got a claimed range of 152 miles, so technically I could actually do this drive all the way home without charging. However, I don't want to do that. I actually do want to try the charging network. So I'm going to stop off. I've gone into the nav, added a stop for a charging station. Super easy. Tells you where there are chargers, whether there's some available. And I've just added a charger in. Adds 1 minute to my journey. So it should be really simple. We'll find out when we get there, but yeah, I'll catch up with you guys once we get to the charging point, and I'll show you how easy or otherwise it is to charge this car. So here we are then at the charger. Take my phone so I can use Apple Pay to do this. Let's see how easy this is. So we are at an InstaVolt. Charging cap is just down here. So this one is a CCS, so a slightly quicker one. So if I just do this, click on here, Let's see if Apple Pay works. There we go. Card acquisition, it's just doing it now. So CCS is what I want, so tap that on the screen. Yes, there is an initial charge to do this, £45, but it's not a problem. Let's grab the charger out and then drop it in the car here. Click on CCS. Let's just swap it around so you can see what's going on. So please, in your vehicle, plug the car in. There we go. Connecting. Is it doing it? Sounds like this is starting to do something. Let's just, all right, it's plugged in. It now looks like it's initializing. So just hold fire. It sounds like this is starting up now. There we go. So we've got the blue flashing light on here. I'll just show you that. So the blue flashing light is on there. And here we go. It's currently charging 85 pence per kilowatt hour. And we're currently charging at 62 kilowatts, which is actually very, very good. Now the i5 will charge at quicker than that, I know, but yeah, they're very hard to find. So this one at 62 is really, really quite good. We've already added 1.3 miles. And the great thing is about these chargers is they tend to be retail parks. And there's actually a McDonald's through there. So I'm gonna go and grab some fries. Probably gonna spend about 10-15 minutes on here just to add a little bit of charge, and then we'll get back on the road. Right, I have refueled myself, been about 10-15 minutes-ish. Let's see how much charge we have gained here. So, click the screen, hopefully you can see this because it's quite bright. So, we have gained 76 miles and a cost of around £17. Okay, so how do I stop this now? See, this is the thing that I'm a little bit confused. How do I stop it? Stop charging. Okay, here we go. Stop charging. This is me being silly. So I just need to tap the same card again on the screen. There we go. Now should stop. So we've added approximately 80 miles. And it's cost about £18. So let's just take this out of here. There we go. Drop it back into here. I mean, that was all very, very easy. Literally, because there was a McDonald's over there. I've charged the car, and there we have it. Used 21 kilowatt hours, and it's taken, there we go, 16 minutes to charge and gain a load of charge. Easy as that. So I'm just going to take a picture of the screen. There we go. Now let's jump back into the car to see what my remaining range is now showing. So we have gained, so we were on around 50% when I jumped in the car. We've now got 73 and a range of 211 miles. So that's added plenty of range to this car. I've refueled myself, I've topped up the car. That was super, super easy to do. So let's now jump back on the road, and I'll catch up with you probably near the end of this journey to really summarize what it's been like to live with this car and drive it and drive an electric car. So there we go. I'm about 10 miles from home. And how has it been? Well, let's start with the electric side. How's it fared? I think incredibly well. So what I've done is the drive there, as you'd have seen this morning, was more twisty, conventional sort of A and B roads. The drive home has pretty much been completely motorway. And I've used, what did we start on? We started on 211 miles when I set off. It's been just about 130 miles to this point, about 10 miles from home now. And I've got 82 miles of battery left, which is 28%. It's done pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. I will say that if you really want to eke out the most possible range for the car, avoid motorways, because of course you're not getting the benefit of the regen brakes, because you're just using power, using power, using power. You're not harvesting it. But even so, it has been mighty impressive. It's done everything that I set out to do. Charging was an absolute doddle. It helps obviously that there was food right there, which, to be honest, most charging stations in the UK have got food establishments where you can go and get coffee or some food or go shopping or something while your car is charging. 16-ish minutes of me sat charging the car disappeared because I'd have stopped anyway. I'd have stopped to grab a drink or grab some food on a journey of this length anyway. So all I've done is plugged the car in and I've gained range while I've been getting food. It's been super easy, charging's been easy, and now the ideal would be get home, plug the car in overnight. I unfortunately don't have the facility to do that at my house, but if I was to have an electric car, absolutely I would have a home wall box. I would install one immediately, because then it makes so much sense, especially if you can get an overnight tariff where you pay next to nothing for the energy. But what about the car? Well, the car has been just brilliant. It's been faultless. It is so comfortable and so capable at long distance journeys like this. It's felt brilliant. The sound system's been fantastic. Music has just been a joy to listen to. It's so quiet and comfortable in here. These seats are superb. It is such an easy thing to drive on long distance journeys, and I am sorry that this video has pretty much been you looking at my face, but that's the only way that I can film a video like this on my own. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you want any more information on any electric vehicle, please use the link below to contact your nearest Sytner retailer. And yeah, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and let me know what you think of EV in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys again very, very soon.